I think a lot of people just assume that if they close their eyes, plug their ears, that this problem will eventually magically evaporate, that they'll go away. Okay? It's not going away.
What's happening with...
It's not going away, man. Anyway, Philly D covered it.
But then next up in the news today, with the high-profile assassinations and shootings we've seen lately, there's been a big question of how are people getting so radicalized? Right? And you're seeing no shortage of blame and finger-pointing with all that, but House Oversight and Government Reform Committee Chair James Comer, he's zeroing in on 4 companies: Discord, Reddit, Twitch, and Steam. And you had Comer writing that Charlie Kirk's killing was the catalyst for this questioning, and he added, in the wake of this tragedy and amid other acts of politically motivated violence, Congress has a duty to oversee the online platforms that radicals have used to advance political violence. To prevent future radicalization and violence, the CEOs of Discord, Steam, Twitch, and Reddit must appear before the Oversight Committee and explain what actions they will take to ensure their platforms are not exploited for nefarious purposes. And on the surface, it can make some sense why Congress would want to talk to these platforms, right? Kirk's suspected killer, he reportedly had extensive conversations on Discord about the shooting, which led to FBI Director Kash Patel yesterday warning that the agency would be investigating anyone involved in the chat. But then you're also seeing people saying, well, why the other platforms? Right? Asking why is Reddit included when they're unsure if Tyler Robinson was even active on the platform. And then you've got people asking questions about Steam and Twitch. Right? And with Twitch specifically, you have big online political commentators like Hasan Piker sounding off saying it feels like there's another reason they're including Twitch.
Yeah, I wonder why they're going after Twitch, even though Twitch wasn't even mentioned in the investigation. I think we all know why, okay? It's cancel culture, and they love it, and they love weaponizing it, and they're going to keep weaponizing it against their ideological opponents, okay? It's very clear what they're doing.
Right, with Hasan and a lot of his fans feeling like he's the target there. But also, the real head scratcher for a lot of people was Valve, which owns Steam. It's a video game market, and while you can message people on there and interact directly, it's unclear exactly how it's related to any recent political violence. So that's also likely why you had people like Rod Breslau making claims like the government is scapegoating social media, chat, and video games under the guise of political de-radicalization as a way to censor the internet. Meanwhile, all the free speech guys cheer this on because they want certain streamers banned over personal vendettas. It's pathetic. You then also had others mocking the situation, saying things like Gabe Newell is going to announce Half-Life 3 in front of Congress. Holy shit. In general, there was a sentiment that this was an effort by government officials to effectively clamp down and force these companies to toe the line. Personally, yeah, given what we know right now, I am a little confused about Steam being included here, especially when others could have been included. Like, yeah, when it comes to certain Steam games like VR chat, there can be a similar concern to how people are worried about kids with Roblox. When it comes to safety, those are conversations we should have. Also, I think there's a lot that parents should be doing and engaging with and understanding when it comes to the kind of content that their kids might be accessing. I don't know why I said it like that. But I do feel like I'm taking crazy pills when Steam is being included here and like X isn't being included here, or Facebook, Rumble.
Yeah, I wonder why. Perhaps it's because those outlets are already servants of the state. Slasher says, sup, what up? What up, Slasher? Those social media platforms are already servile to the interests of the state, to the interests of this regime, okay? No matter how much, it's obvious that this administration does not consider far-right radicalization to be a problem. Actually, they demand more of it, okay? They want more of it. That's where we're at. They do not consider far-right violence or right-wing violence to be real violence as well. It's just a continuation of the state's demands, right? The regime's demands. They also don't like discontent. They want to stamp it out. They want to stop it. They don't want people to. They do not want Elon Musk already on your mind. What is this? Many of those organizations boycott X. Because Twitch refuses to take action to prevent Hasan from spreading calls to violence and terrorism apology to hundreds of thousands of followers, I have compiled a list of large corporations whose advertisements are placed alongside Hasan Piker's dangerous content on Twitch. This is literally a Nazi, by the way. Again, this is a pedophile Nazi that's doing a call to action. If you are in any of these companies, if you're a part of any of these companies, you get a call from a bunch of pedophile neo-Nazis and you go, wow, Hasan really must be banned off Twitch. I don't even run ads, by the way. So good luck. Dan Stalkman tried doing this before. Okay. And now the pedophile neo-Nazis are taking on the mantle. I do not run ads. No ads run on my broadcast. But that doesn't matter. Okay. The Piker Broadcasting Service is sponsored by you, the people. For you, the people. That's it. That's the reason why they actually try to tackle the advertisers of the entire platform. It sounds so crazy that so many people would literally lose their minds to this degree where they're like, we have to get this guy banned. We have to get this guy banned. So much so that they will try and take down an entire social media platform. So much so that they will literally go after every advertiser they possibly can that is advertising on this platform. Not on mine, for the record, but simply on the platform. This level of directed Gamergate style cancel culture I don't think I've ever experienced or ever seen in my life. These are the very same people that would like talk about how ADL engages in this, by the way. These are the people who hate the ADL for doing exactly this. Once again, the Piker Broadcasting Service is sponsored by you, the viewers, for you, the viewers. You don't even have to subscribe if you don't want to, but that's it. There is no other form of revenue here. There's no ads on this platform, no commercials run on my broadcast, but it blows my mind that these guys have made a mountain out of a molehill and they have decided like we have to do everything we can to just try and take this guy out. Satirical Duck, thank you for the 100 gifted. These losers are also over a lot of foreign streamers that don't give a shit. Have nothing to do with America other than using an American company as their platform. I know this is an international platform. There are right-wing people on this platform. It's not just me, but these guys are willing to try to destroy this platform specifically to go after one person. I cannot comprehend how insane you have to be to think of someone like myself as the true villain in society in your mind. I am only as powerful as you think I am. Okay? This is a self-wound. This would sound so grandiose if it weren't true. This initiative doesn't harm me as much as it harms smaller streamers. People that they might even like, people that they might even actually find to be ideologically aligned with. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. I try to explain this reality to so many people. I'm like, dude, let's say I go away. Your life is still the same. Okay? Even if you successfully got me deplatformed from Twitch, okay, and I moved to YouTube or any number of different platforms, like this attempted lolcowing initiative, okay, this attempted cyber stalking operation is not actually going to fix what's wrong in your life, okay? It's not. Still going to be costly. You're not going to be able to ever purchase a home. God forbid you get into a medical situation. You're not going to be able to pay for it. You're going to be saddled with medical debt for the rest of your life, okay? I tweeted about this earlier too. Like here, this is where I'm at right now. No wars ended. Cost of living still high. Economy imploding. Unlimited money to Israel. Trump in the Epstein files. Workers getting kidnapped everywhere. But at least he banned trans athletes. At least he's canceling Kimmel. You're an easily tricked adult and a loser. Okay? Wake up. Snap the out of it. Snap out of it. You're not going to get a girlfriend when I get banned off Twitch. Okay? No one is going to think you're cool. You're not going to magically become like the talk of the town. For a brief moment, you're going to feel happy, I think. Oh, we got it. We got the success. But all of the reasons that you have resentment, so much resentment in your heart, will remain. That's what's so crazy about the situation. Those are the real issues. Let's all unite together to try and tackle those issues, you know? But yeah, because Twitch refuses to take action and prevent us all from spreading calls of violence and terrorism, apology to the hundreds of thousands of followers I've compiled. Like this guy, I mean, if this guy's a pedophile neo-Nazi, by the way, I suspect he's not supposed to be so fond of Israel, right? Like these guys normally aren't like big Israel guys. Am I crazy? So why the f are they doing the exact same shit the ADL was trying to do? I don't understand it. Because that's the major reason as to why a lot of people in positions of power want me to shut the f up. DJ Clancy has protected Hasan from unbiased moderation for years and has unbanned Hasan every time Hasan faces consequences for calling for murder, which he's done multiple times. Or explicitly, that's not true. Explicitly supporting terrorist organizations. I mean, yeah, anti-fascism, which is another one, which I think shows how malleable that term is and how stupid and vague the designation of terrorism actually is. I think that the companies using Twitch to advertise and Amazon stakeholders deserve to know how Clancy is ruining Twitch and the affect Hasan has had on it. Recently, Hasan published personal information of a critic on stream. No, I didn't. Which is expressly against California laws against doxing. I did not do that. Do these brands want Hasan harassing their potential customers? Let's find out. I mean, you could say anything. You could be like, Hasan is a murderer who killed children for fun, and then tell all of these companies that I did that, but that doesn't make it true. Some of these contact avenues may be outdated, and most of these companies won't care that their ads are being played across Twitch, including on Hasan Piker streams. Again, none of those streams, none of those things are true, including the fact that there are any ads running on my stream. They do not. I don't run any ads. You want to know why? One, because I never actually was fond of running ads to begin with. And once my contract ended and Twitch no longer offers those sorts of contracts anyway, I stopped running ads. And then after that, there was an additional pressure campaign that took place that created the content label of political content on this platform. Why did that happen? Because the ADL did exactly this. So being on the political content label means that I don't run ads regardless. You lie but spend 20 minutes talking about manipulative behavior but won't watch one clip in the thread? What are you talking about? This is not a clip in the thread, dumbass. They are trying to gulag you for stuff they forgave in Alex Jones. Alex has said similar but much worse things as you, and they obviously weren't jokes. No, the Australian ADL is mad you were on ABC? Hell yeah. I'm just collecting the worst of the worst as Pokemon at this point, dude. So many goddamn strange villains that I have in my universe. Anyway, Mike from PA and others consistently support or promote terrorist groups who call to threaten to violence, but I guess some will. Many of these companies sell largely to children. I don't think parents will want to buy from a company if they walk in on their child watching ads alongside extremist content like Hasan's, where he calls for things like the murder of U.S. Senator Rick Scott or U.S. Senator Tom Cotton. You should try emailing some of them and see. And then Elon Musk goes, many of those organizations boycott X. You're collecting pedomons, dog. I know. Funny how the lead singer of Disturbed is up your ass too now, David Draymond. Yeah, the Disturbed singer is a huge dick rider of Israel, like an unimaginable, rapacious dick rider of Israel. That dickhead has literally signed missiles that killed children in Gaza. This account has many things to say about the age of consent. Standardizing the U.S. age of consent at 16, both federally and all states, would make more cohesive, logical, and consistent jurisprudence. It's the only choice that makes any sense at all. Many countries have lower age of consent standards, but regardless of anything else, standardizing it federally at the age which a sizable majority of states agree to be acceptable would make for better and more coherent jurisprudence. The best way to increase birth rates is to encourage young men and women who frequently engage in sex anyways to get married. One important aspect of this is to standardize the age of consent at 16 for both the federal level and across all states. 18 will be the highest age of consent standards in the developed world, and it makes no sense, especially considering that 32 states set the standard at 16 and 8 states set it at 17. 30 states have also Romeo and Juliet laws. All states should standardize at 16. You think that a 17-year-old can't consent while advocating for 13-year-olds to be chemically castrated. Very sick, evil people. There it is, man. A single issue voter. Aside from the fact that this is a lie, you believe that attraction to a 17-year-old is predatory. The fact that you think 13-year-olds can know that they are trans but can't reasonably consent to sex is further proof that you support grooming while defending Dr. Disrespect. Also hates Destiny. Hey, remember when you sent a girl's nudes without her consent to a random third party? That wasn't very smart. How's the court case going? I guess he says, wait, look at this. The age of consent in Germany where Hasan engages in sex tourism is 14. Like, I guess in his hypothetical mind, he's saying that I'm doing some okay? Only then does he have an issue with it, it turns out. In the hypothetical that he made up, a sick, twisted pervert. I engaged in sex tourism in Germany. Jesus Christ. It's so crazy that it seems like he has no issue with this. I do, for the record. I doubt he's under 18. I don't know what the German age of consent laws are, but yes, I doubt that someone over the age of 18 can a 14-year-old in Germany, even though European age of consent laws are insane. I mean, look at how much they care about certain other podcasters / YouTuber types. Not really that surprising. Yeah, I mean, it's parasocial for sure. Like, that's all that moves these people, it seems. That's all they seemingly care about. Nothing else. It's just like my favorite podcaster versus your favorite podcaster. That type of Anyway, let's continue.
Okay. It's such a weird thing. For now, we're going to have to wait to see what happens from now till these CEOs are in front of Congress. And then we've got to dive into. But first, let me say, my old phone carrier thanked me for my loyalty by raising my bill. I mean, it's a toxic.
That's not good. I don't know. I don't think. I mean, it could be good. Oh my God. Number one interest by region is DC. Oh, brother. Oh, oh God. Oh no. I'm gonna get drone strike, dude. Don't worry, it's me. I have many computers. Aren't you a Nazi though? Think for a second. If I was, don't you think this administration would be super fond of me? This is a literal self-described neo-Nazi. Baked Alaska. He was arrested for participating in January 6th. This self-described neo-Nazi who was arrested for participating in January 6th is trying to get the FBI to throw me in jail for being an anti-fascist domestic terrorist. Think for a moment. Please, do you think I'm a Nazi or do you think I'm anti-Nazi? Or should I leave breadcrumbs for you to investigate further? Address the pissing and crying allegations? I mean, that's just his fantasy, I think.